When I was diagnosed with cancer at 26, I didn't believe it. I actually thought I was a very healthy person. I ate well, I was active, and I just didn't think that it would ever happen to me this young. My name is Danielle Bauman. I'm 27 years old and I'm from Mammoth Lakes. When I went in for my annual visit, she just did the regular breast exam and she felt what she thought was a cyst at the time and just kind of pointed it out, asked if we'd spoken about it last year, and I'm like, no, and so kind of just went from there. When she first felt something, it was kind of, really weird, because I'd never felt anything on myself. I'd never done my own breast examination, and it was okay. She assured me, she told me it was a cyst, and my mom had cysts when she was my age, so I wasn't really worried at that point. In follow-up, she just, because the man who does the ultrasounds was in town. He travels back and forth between here and LA, and she's like, well, since he's in town, let's just do an ultrasound. It can't hurt. So we did an ultrasound, and she wrote on the thing what's it called? The order or prescription. That's it. She just wrote, to do a biopsy if needed, just to make it easier on the doctor that did the ultrasound. When I got my biopsy results, it was about 5 days after I had the biopsy, and the doctor originally called me on the phone. In the doctor's office, he never said anything about me needing to come back in to the office, and he just called me and kind of asked how I was doing and said that he needed to check my incision, and it was kind of his tone, and at that point I got faint almost, I had to grab something, and I'm like, is he really going to tell me I have cancer right now? And he didn't, but he asked me to come into the doctor's office, and then I'm thinking oh, well, he said he's going to check my incision, but they didn't lead me into the examination room. It was just into his office, and that's when he told me. When we went into the office, I was there with my husband and my mom, and we just sat down, and he told me that I actually had a very rare form of cancer. They didn't know what it was from the biopsy because it was so rare. It was pretty surreal, especially since he said it was a very rare form. I was kind of thinking okay, I know breast cancer is highly treatable, but if they don't even know what it is, where does that leave me? I was diagnosed with invasive micropapillary carcinoma, which was a stage 1 breast cancer. You're just kind of in shock, really? But at the same time, he assured me it was stage 1. So I didn't really know, what was going to happen. I had never really, researched breast cancer and, everything you go through. I think that it's great that Boarding for Breast Cancer is supporting early detection and getting the knowledge out for people to know how to detect it as well. Early detection is very important because you never know what the growth rate of the cancer might be, and if I'd have missed my appointment any longer, I don't know if it would have gone from stage 1 to stage 2. You just have to really stick with your annual visits and examine yourself, because if I'd have done self-examinations, there would have been no way that I would have missed this lump. But I didn't, so. I think it's extremely important to be active. My whole career is based on fitness, and I was really into it before, and I felt really healthy, and it's actually helped me through this experience on days when I feel good to get out and feel normal again and just kind of recover from everything when you're getting that exercise and just giving your body what it needs to heal itself.